from looking at him, wasn't necessarily like the type of cat that I would even like deal with, you know.
So far Tupac is not having sex with any of these women, yet they tell us he had every porn star lined up to have sex with him during his video shoot. So far Tupac does not fit that description, and if it's true, it only makes him bisexual.
There's an article that talks a lot about the fact that when you were making the movie and there was going to be a love scene, Janet Jackson insisted that you have an AIDS test, and you said, forget it. Yeah. Is that true?
It's absolutely true. It wasn't, I don't know if it was Janet that it came from, but I know that they suddenly, out of the blue, they wanted me to take an AIDS test for this love scene. And I did not agree, I did not disagree if we were really going to make love. I said, if I could make love with Janet Jackson, I'll take 4 AIDS tests.
The fear people had of the disease, not knowing how it spread, people in the 1980s and early 90s were worried that they'd get sick from holding hands or kissing. There were no tests and no real treatments. The disease struck so many young men so quickly it seemed to target the gay community so much that its first name was gay-related immune deficiency. Some called it gay cancer.
Mysterious newly discovered disease, which affects mostly homosexual men.
Scientists at the National Centers for Disease Control in Atlanta today released the results of a study which shows that the lifestyle of some male homosexuals has triggered an epidemic of a rare form of cancer.
At that point, the disease was spreading rapidly to New York City and San Francisco's gay communities. The people were afraid to touch sick patients or even those they thought could potentially be sick, wondering if this disease people called, quote, the gay plague spread like the flu.
So maybe Janet Jackson asking Tupac to take an AIDS test was a clue that Hollywood knew of Tupac's sexuality and wanted to protect themselves. However, if the story is fake, it's only showing the inside Hollywood joke. Tupac was gay. After all, Q-Tip was never asked to take the AIDS test.
But if I'm gonna do a love scene with her just like somebody else did, and they didn't take a test, I'm not taking a test.
Tupac supposedly dated Madonna, who was the biggest icon for the LGBTQ. Madonna. She was also one of the first major superstars to show support for the gay community. Tupac allegedly being with Madonna sounds like an inside Hollywood joke.
I'm very intrigued by bisexuality and homosexuality.
But the idea of 2 men having sex is still such an abhorrent idea to so many people. I think that 2 men having sex is erotic.
Most of Tupac's style was pulled directly from females. The nose ring is feminine. How he wore his bandana was pulled from a female, perhaps Rosie the Riveter or Aunt Jemima. Physiognomists, who believed that physical appearance and mannerisms were evidence of one's character, failures of manhood, such as homosexuality. Take a look at the pictures. Tupac's posture doesn't look very masculine, yet when he's around other men he appears to be more masculine. This switch is one to take note of.
Most people have known that in 20